Good morning, welcome back to the allotment and the channel. It's been a week since I last saw you, and the weather has certainly taken a turn for the better. Going to get a lot warmer today as well, so we've got quite a few things to do. A bit unfortunate about the football last week. The less said about that the better. What I'm going to do today is just have a mid-month plot tour, which I don't think I've done one for quite a while now. So I'll get up to the greenhouse, get my bag put down, and we'll do a little bit of a plot tour. So the first thing I'm going to start with is the tomatoes that we thought would never make it. These have really come on now. I think I've lost in total, I think it's 2 or 3 that I've pulled out, but the rest have seemed to bounce back. So I'll show you those and we'll get moving. So these are the tomatoes that, with that little bit of seaweed feed, they have really come on. So all I'm hoping for now is that we get some consistent sun and these will fly on and we'll get some ripe tomatoes, because I'm conscious of the shortening season now. So I really do need some nice warm weather to bring them on, but they have really come on nicely. Moving on, the carrot bed, which has been a disaster, absolute disaster. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a few drills in between all that of Autumn King. I know we're sort of to the back end of July, but I think I've still got a good chance of getting something from this carrot bed before the season ends. We've got the first lot of potatoes. They're doing quite well. I'm going to nip those flowers off. After filming this is the second row bed. Again, a little bit of weed in there actually. They're doing really well. And the leeks have certainly come on since I gave them a light feed of chicken pellets. Really starting to look well. There's the other final lot of potatoes. Some stonking beetroot here. In fact, I'm going to have to start harvesting this. Look at that. It's a beauty, and they're all pretty much like that. So I'll get some of them away today and get them on the boil. The back there we've got the dill, which is a bit long and straggly, but I'll just let it do its thing. A little bit of lettuce in there, and obviously again in between here we've got the basil, which I need to just nip out just to get it a little bit bushier. Smells gorgeous. Onto the fennel and the courgettes. That's a round courgette, is that one? And the others are pretty much the standard ones, but looking really nice, green and healthy. Onto another bed of fennel. I just love the foliage of fennel. And that's dispersed with the rainbow chard, which is looking really good. And just over in the back there is one of the only squash that I originally planted out that didn't have to be replanted, and it seems to be doing really well. I think the runner beans are kicking on. You know, they're sort of 5 foot now, looking quite green. the red flash onions in front are starting to swell a little bit. And again at the back there, looking lovely. And the sweet corn, now this is doing well, very well indeed. Really pleased with it. And another bed of sweet corn. There we've got the Romanesco. I need to lift that net and I need to do it today. I keep saying it, they're looking a little bit squashed. I don't seem to be seeing anything come in the centre of those yet. I need to be a bit more patient. And more sweet corn. Through to the sprouts, and what I've done is round the edges all the way around I've put some of the swede in there. They're looking quite good. That bed's looking nice after certainly all the slug damage that I got right at the beginning. I didn't think they were going to survive. So, and here are the seed onions. They're either Bedfordshire Champion or what's the other one? Ailsa Craig. They're the overwintering onions that look quite well. And guess what? More fennel, guys. I mean, that plant there is a good 6 foot, 6'6". Lovely in the back of a border in your garden. Really nice. And then in front again, some more onions overwintering. And they're the seed onions. Looking through the greenhouse. He's looking nice and healthy. Some nice cucumbers on there that I'm going to pull today. There's also some under the bench. And the one Tigerella tomato seed that came. But these peppers are certainly coming on now. Right, let's get on to the second half of the plot. Got all the lawns cut. So that's looking nice and neat. I've given this fire away to one of my plot neighbours, but he still hasn't been to collect it, so I think I might have to deliver that. Get it out of the way. Sorted all those weeds out that were on the patio, and those tomatoes are certainly looking the part now. Second lawn sorted. The sun shelter is a lot tidier, and I have got some timber to do this pergola. That's definitely getting done this week. I bought some timber. I've been working on the daughter's bar, and I went down to get some floor joists, and I just got myself a few extra ones so I can get that stretched across from one corner over to this side here, and just put 2 or 3 pieces of timber for the honeysuckle to grab hold of. So more Romanesco and some cabbages in there. And the radish is doing really, really well. Some more lettuce there. Tom's need just thinning out a little bit. There's nice tomatoes in amongst there, but I need to get the leaves away so we can get some light into those fruits. The kids' sunflowers flying up now. I'd say they're about 3 foot, something like that. First of the squash were replanted along with the tomatoes. They're looking okay. celery, some spare red onions, and the lettuce there. Lovely dahlia that. Nice and quiet. I think there's only one other plot holder on, and they're just down at the bottom behind the wood sheds. The kale is doing okay there. And again, some more Romanesco and some purple cabbage. It's one of the things that I fail to do. I get right lazy, and really I need to lift these nets up and get them weeded. I'm going to crack on and do that. There is the squash. I think still looking healthy. In fact, one of them has got a nice fruit coming on there. And there's the others. The parsnips are looking great. Let's see if we can see any sign. There we go. If we can see right into there. So they're going to be the first lot ready to be roasted around a joint of beef. And these are the second lot. I need to get in here and do the weeding as well. The strawberries. Those carrots are looking good as well. So what I've got to do today as well is I've got to go over to Martin's plot and just check that it doesn't need watering. He's away again this weekend. And then later on today, I've got to get all these scaffold boards, or quite a lot of them, into the back of the van and up to my daughter's. And I've put the floor base in, so we're just ready now to get these stripped of all of the metal and then laid, and the floor will be in, and then I've just literally the internal walls to do. So I'll be really pleased with that over with, and we can move on to the next project. Compost bays have worked well for me this year. There's still plenty of compost in there, so they've done really well. But I need to get this tidied up, so once I get all these boards away, hopefully things will start to look tidy here. Just missed this greenhouse. This is the smaller of the greenhouses. Got plenty of tomatoes in here, but what I've got to start and do is take some of the green foliage off to get as much light into the tomatoes as we possibly can. But overall I'm quite pleased with this. I need to nip out the tops of all those that are touching the roof of the greenhouse. I'm not going to get too much on those, so I'll nip those out as well. But overall, quite pleased with this greenhouse. So yeah, that was just a quick tour. And overall, I'm quite pleased with how things are looking on the plot. After a few scares, you know, with the tomatoes and the squash, I've got to say, I'm really pleased. So, as I said, just get some more carrots in today. And if they take and they do well, then yeah, the season not been too bad. What I'm hoping to do is get all the family down in the next couple of weeks, and see if I can get them all giving me a hand just to get on top of the weeds, and maybe do a little bit of shed painting as well, and then hopefully have a barbecue, which I'll try and cover in a video. But what I'm going to do today, after I've finished here, is I'm going to go up and crack on with the bar. So I'll take you up there, I'll give you a quick update, and show you where we've got to with that. And we'll see where we go. Right, let's get busy. Oh yeah, just before we go up to the daughter's house and look at the bar, one of my subscribers asked if I could just show them this peat that I got, and it's 100% Irish peat, and he just asked if I was happy with it, and you know, could you have a look at the actual compost? And yeah, I am pleased with this. It's very nice. The plants seem to be loving it. There's not too much sort of coy and stuff like that in it. It's just a lovely peat, and it holds the moisture. So if you can get yourself some of this bloom and grow Irish peat, I'd certainly recommend it. Hi there. So I've been up here now a couple of hours. I'll just give you a quick update as to where we are with the garden bar. We've got all the roof on. We've got all the front cladded. Remember, I just recycled scaffold boards, so they rub down quite nice and staying up. And yeah, the roof's on. We've got to get a piece of gutter to go on there. We're not going to put the window planes in until we've got the floor down and we've got it totally clad out inside, and then it's just a case of closing it all in. So we're getting there slowly but surely. But I've been concentrating on the floor this morning, so I'll take you in for a closer look. Let's have a quick wander in. I've still got this fillet timber, as you can see there. It goes from nothing up to about 7 inch. I've still got that to cut, and the one on the other side. And we've started, so you can see inside now. We've got the floor down, got a membrane down there, damp-proof membrane, just keep the damp out. And we are, I would say, 2/3 of the way of flooring it out. And then what we're going to do is, between these two, we're going to clad it, and we're going to have insulation down the back of it. The ceiling, I think they're just going to stain that with some tongue and groove into sort of these areas here, and paint that quite a bright colour. So yeah, it's not looking three bad. Right folks, that's it from me today. We're quite, it's at middle afternoon now, it's a Sunday. Time for a well-earned, what's this, Stefan? Heineken?
What's Stella today, man?
Stella. So, but it's going to be well deserved. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. And thank you for all the new subscribers, all the usual blarney. But right about now, I'm having this, I'm on my way. I'll see you all next week. Take care and happy growing. Cheers.